Now missing. A massive cargo ship leaving port suddenly listing in a mysterious accident. Tonight, our first look into the Coast Guard rescue operation high above that doomed freighter. The new surge in the race for 2020. Our ABC News poll just out showing Senator Elizabeth Warren gaining ground on Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders just days before Thursday's debate. President Trump and the Taliban. The president revealing he canceled secret peace talks with Taliban leaders at Camp David scheduled for today and just days before 9/11. Why President Trump says he pulled the plug. Warrants served. The FBI and Coast Guard serving search warrants on the owner of that dive boat that went up in flames, killing 34 passengers. What authorities are now looking for. The humanitarian crisis in the Bahamas nearing a breaking point. Emergency officials fearing the death toll could be in the hundreds. Residents desperate for help, crying out for relief supplies. This as there could be more trouble on the way in the tropics. And the wall of fire overseas, brush fires burning out of control, destroying homes, entire towns forced to evacuate.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas. And we begin tonight with the urgent search for 4 crew members missing at sea. Their cargo ship nearly capsizing just off the coast of Georgia. The massive ship, you see it here, listing heavily onto its side. The Coast Guard rescuing 20 people on board. Tonight, our first look at that rescue operation, a chopper high above the freighter pulling a crew member to safety. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leads us off.
Tonight, the stunning disaster off the coast of Georgia. A massive cargo ship overturned. A desperate search underway in dangerous conditions for 4 missing crew members after the ship burst into flames.
I just want to confirm that this is the vessel Golden Ray, the cargo ship that capsized. There's no way to get on board the vessel.
This Coast Guard video showing a rescuer pulling a crew member to safety in the dead of night. Around 2 a.m., the first emergency calls came in. 24 aboard the nearly 700-foot ship carrying vehicles. Just after it departed port, it made a turn and toppled over. 20 were rescued, but the fire made the search impossible.
As smoke and flames began to appear, our crews, along with the Glenn County Heavy Rescue Team, assessed that the situation was too risky to further go inside the vessel.
The Coast Guard deploying helicopters and boat crews to assist in the search throughout the day.
All vessels are requested to keep a sharp lookout, assist if possible.
The ship, twice the size of a football field, remains partially submerged underwater. Authorities intensely working on stabilizing it so they can continue rescue operations.
It is a complex situation, so we're looking not just for the safety of to be able to rescue the people that are on board, but also to be able to provide safety for our crew. So.
Multiple agencies are assisting the Coast Guard's rescue operation. The fire on the vessel is now out, but authorities are working to find out how it started. Tom.
Still a mystery tonight. All right, Stephanie, thank you. Now to the race for 2020 and the new picture emerging just days before the next Democratic debate. Our ABC News poll showing only 3 candidates in double digits. Joe Biden holding on to his front-runner status with 27%, Bernie Sanders with 19%, and Elizabeth Warren with the most momentum, gaining 6 points since July, now at 17%. Senator Warren feverishly working the crowds during this weekend's New Hampshire Democratic Convention. Warren and Biden will be on stage together for the first time, taking part of Thursday's debate in Houston. ABC's Rachel Scott on the trail, pressing the candidates.
Tonight, in the race for president, momentum growing for a surging Senator Elizabeth Warren. Charging into this week's crucial debate, where she'll face off against 2 of her biggest rivals on the same stage for the first time. Here in New Hampshire, bringing thousands to their feet with a 2-minute standing ovation. I asked what was behind her recent rise.
I think it's because I get out and talk about what's broken and have real plans to fix it.
According to that new ABC News Washington Post poll, she's up 6 points since July. Warren is closing in on former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders. But the big question, who can defeat President Trump? Biden with an even bigger advantage over Warren and Sanders, with 42% of likely Democratic voters believing he can win.
Hello, New Hampshire.
The former vice president making a general election pitch here in Manchester and fumbling an attack on the president.
But if Donald Trump is reelected, Freudian slip,
You'll be in between Sanders and Warren on that debate stage. How do you make sure that your message breaks through?
That's not hard breaking through.
The New Hampshire primary, the nation's first, still 5 months away. But nearly the entire remaining Democratic field campaigning here this weekend, including Sanders, who soundly defeated Hillary Clinton here in 2016. With the three frontrunners all in their 70s, younger Democrats told me they believe it's their turn.
What I hear out there is that people are ready for a new generation of leadership.
I'm just going to go out there and be myself. That's really the most important thing.
I'm feeling very good about where my campaign is.
But for half of likely Democratic voters, it doesn't matter who the standard bearer is. They'll support anyone they think can defeat President Trump.
Electability is my #1 concern.
I would vote for anybody who I think can beat Donald Trump.
All right, Rachel Scott joins us now live from Manchester, New Hampshire. Speaking to so many candidates this weekend and voters ahead of Thursday's debate, we'll see the top 10 candidates, Rachel, sharing some stage for the first time. And you caught up with Senator Warren. Is she concerned she'll be targeted after a recent surge in popularity?
Tom, I asked her exactly that, and she said she wasn't sure if she would specifically be targeted on that debate stage. But she said, regardless, she doesn't really plan on changing her approach here. She told me this is her opportunity to tell voters directly about her vision for the country, and she plans to stick to that message. Tom?
Rachel Scott from the campaign trail tonight. Rachel, thank you. George, David, Lindsay Davis, and Univision's Jorge Ramos will moderate Thursday's Democratic debate in Houston beginning at 8 p.m. right here on ABC, plus pre- and post-debate analysis on ABC News Live. Next tonight, President Trump's surprise announcement, tweeting he canceled secret peace talks with Taliban leaders at Camp David. The president saying he called off the talks set for today after an American soldier was killed in a Taliban attack in Afghanistan. Democrats and even some Republicans criticizing the White House for the time and place of the meeting, especially just days before 9/11. ABC's David Wright is at the White House.
Tonight, the White House had hoped to surprise the world with the Taliban at Camp David signing a peace deal. As President Trump tweeted Saturday night, unbeknownst to almost everyone, the major Taliban leaders and, separately, the president of Afghanistan were going to secretly meet with me at Camp David. But the president canceled the secret summit after Thursday's suicide bombing at a Kabul checkpoint, killing a dozen people, including one U.S. soldier. Sergeant First Class Ellis Angel Barreto Ortiz was the 16th American killed there this year. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo met his remains at Joint Base Andrews.
The Taliban overreached. They killed an American in an effort to gain leverage at the negotiating table. And President Trump said enough.
Today, the Taliban blamed Trump for the breakdown, insisting this will harm America more than anyone else. The idea of inviting the Taliban to Camp David days before September 11th stunned members of both parties. Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney tweeted, "Camp David is where America's leaders met to plan our response after 9/11. No member of the Taliban should ever set foot there." 14,000 U.S. troops remain in Afghanistan, more than when President Trump took office. He's made no secret of his hope to withdraw them.
We'd like to bring a big portion of them home. So we're talking to the Taliban, we're talking to the government, we'll see what happens.
Within months of signing a peace deal, 5,000 U.S. troops were scheduled to come home. Now that the deal is off, it's unclear if the administration will follow through.
The president hasn't yet made a decision on that. We'll be talking about that in the coming days.
Tonight, we spoke with an Afghan national security source who told us that the level of violence in Afghanistan, already on the rise, is now likely to increase dramatically. Tom?
David Wright for us tonight. David, thank you. We move on now to the humanitarian crisis reaching a breaking point in the Bahamas. The death toll rising and the race against time to find hundreds still missing after Hurricane Dorian. Search teams struggling to reach victims cut off by flooding and debris. This as some are crying out for help, demanding the government do more. Our reporter Marcus Moore again tonight in the disaster zone.
Tonight, frustration building a week after Dorian stormed into the Bahamas, obliterating entire communities, including much of Elbow Key, where it first made landfall.
The government ain't here doing it. We doing it. Just send us the we need, that's all. That's all we asking for. We ain't asking for nothing much.
Many upset, blaming red tape for holding back critical supplies to the islands of Abaco and Grand Bahama, as American first responders continue to help evacuate the sick and wounded. We met Frank Knowles in front of what is left of his house.
We left in the eye, thankfully, and when we left in the eye, it was still very much intact.
His family now heading to the U.S. to stay with relatives. His wife will have to figure out where to send their kids to school.
We had each other accounted for. You know, there was no guesswork. I still don't know where my dad and my sister are. You know, I haven't heard from them yet.
And were they going to stay at their house, or were they going to...
They were staying there. They were there up until the eye when we lost contact with them.
His dad and sister among the potential thousands who were missing. At the airports this weekend, we watched fathers saying goodbye. At the docks,
this boat is here to take you to Nassau, okay?
Bahamian Commander Senior Lieutenant William Stirrup helping lead hundreds of the newly homeless on boats bound for a future that is uncertain.
I went to the airport. It was too chaos. I couldn't get on, so I said, Lord, today have to be the day for me to get on this boat.
1,100 making their way to Florida, rescued by that cruise ship. Thousands fleeing the affected islands where officials say food distribution is a challenge. All of this as the Bahamian government grapples with the mounting death toll.
Every single person we intend to account for.
More than 40 declared dead, but many victims still buried under piles of debris.
Is there a chance that some of the victims we're talking about were swept away into the ocean and perhaps may never be found?
Yes.
A cruel reality there. Marcus Moore joins us now live from Marsh Harbor, where Dorian also made landfall. And Marcus, it's clear with such a powerful hurricane, Bahamian officials are overwhelmed and residents are making that clear.
Yeah, Tom, this extreme storm knocked out critical infrastructure like police stations and clinics, and we've met so many people who feel like they have been left behind. And Marsh Harbor, where we rode out this storm this time last week, is devastated, as you can see, and also a ghost town. So many people have gone to other Bahama islands or even the U.S., and certainly we've seen this mass exodus. And tonight, this is an island that had fewer than 30,000 people before the storm, and almost every one of them lost their home, lost their job, or has a loved one who's missing, or a combination of all three. Tom.
Marcus Moore back in Marsh Harbor tonight. Marcus, thank you. Dorian now hitting eastern Canada with hurricane-force winds. Those winds toppling a crane, look at that, in Halifax, Nova Scotia. No injuries reported, though. Our team now tracking at least 3 other tropical systems. Let's get right to senior meteorologist Rob Marciano. Rob, more trouble in the tropics.
Yeah, this week is the peak of hurricane season, Tom. So this isn't surprising, but we're already to the G storm and Gabrielle. You see it in the middle of the Atlantic there. It'll stay there. That's no threat. These other 2 circled areas, they could become a threat. 20 to 40% chance of developing over the next week. Next few days, the East Coast can breathe, but inland areas are dealing with severe weather threat tonight in Denver. Red flag warning for Las Vegas, and heat advisories in the south. New Orleans hit 99 degrees today, so summer still continues there.
All right, Rob, thank you. We turn now to a new development in that deadly boat fire off California. The FBI and Coast Guard executing search warrants on the company operating the Conception dive boat. 34 passengers were killed when flames broke out, trapping them below deck. Investigators searching for training, maintenance, and safety records. Here's ABC's Marcy Gonzalez.
Tonight, the company that owned this boat that burst into flames last week, killing 34 people on board, teeming with investigators. Federal authorities executing a search warrant, carrying boxes out of Truth Aquatics headquarters in Santa Barbara, California, and taking photos of the Conception sister ship. Officials calling this a standard part of the efforts to figure out what caused the inferno and whether anyone is criminally liable.
I want to get to the bottom of what it was, just like everybody else does.
Investigators also interviewing crew members about those horrifying early morning hours on September 2nd. Flames engulfing the galley of the 75-foot dive boat, trapping everyone sleeping below.
Roger, are they locked inside the boat? Roger, can you get back on board and unlock the boat, unlock the doors so they can get off?
The 5 crew members, including the captain who made that Mayday call, escaping. The ship's owner saying it was impossible for them to save any of the passengers.
And tonight, Tom, investigators are also focusing on the layout of the boat, saying the only exits from the sleeping quarters both led to the area that was on fire. Tom.
Marcy Gonzalez with that new reporting tonight. Marcy, thank you. We turn now to the new NFL firestorm just as the season gets underway. One of the top players in the game and one of the most controversial, signing a new deal with the defending Super Bowl champs. Here's ABC's Kaylee Hartung.
Look at Adam Schefter. The Raiders
free! This is arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. Renegade All-Pro Antonio Brown